Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am here today to do my weekly budget check-in, and let me tell you, it has been a doozy of a week. Okay, so I have already taken the time to write in all of my expenses, and you guys, there are so many. We had a very interesting week, lots of spending. I'm actually filming this a little bit later in the week. Usually I film this on Monday or Tuesday. Today is actually Wednesday. This video is slated to go up later today, so I gotta get it done. So while my expense tracker says that I'm tracking from the 10th of May through the 16th, I actually went ahead and threw a few things in here that cleared my bank account as of this morning. So these bills technically should have gone on my week 3 expense tracker, but I figured since they've already cleared, I might as well go ahead and track them and get them out of the way. So I went ahead off camera and wrote in everything that we spent this week. Oh my gosh, so much. We did a ton of eating out, which you guys know I mentioned at the start of the month I was going to try to do less of this month. We are just in a stage in our lives where things are hectic and crazy and we're eating out a lot. It just is what it is. I need to accept that. I'm pretty sure we went through what was left of our eating out budget this week, and I know for sure we're going to eat out some more throughout the month, so it's just going to have to be what it is. I'm going to kind of go through all of the transactions as I go. We'll color code them, get everything added up, and then I will enter these numbers into my hybrid budget tracker towards the end here, and we'll kind of gauge how we're doing for the month of May, now that we're just kind of right smack in the middle of it. Can you guys believe it's the middle of May already? What is even time? It's insane to me that we're already halfway through May. Okay, so starting with the 10th, we had some bills come out, so I'm just gonna kind of color code these as I go. And you guys know I like to use mild liners to color code my categories just to make it really easy to keep track of everything. And so we're going to start out right here at the top with some bills, which I highlight in blue. So we've got my DTE bill that cleared my account for $193. Let's just go ahead and add these up as we go. And then we had Michigan Gas for $67. Let's see what else we have for bills here. We had YouTube Premium that came out, and that was $17.99. That's a new bill for me. We just signed up for YouTube Premium, and we're absolutely loving it. I'm kicking myself for waiting so long to do that. We had $10 for Planet Fitness. And then we had my Subaru payment, and we paid $6.50 to that. So 4 bills here, which I've already written in my categories just to make it really easy. We spent a total of $937.99. If I didn't miss anything, it's possible I did. Like I said, we got a lot of transactions to get through today. And that was one of the main reasons I went ahead and wrote everything in off camera, just because I didn't want this video to be super long. You guys seem to really prefer shorter budget videos. You'll have to leave me a comment down below and tell me if that's accurate. That seems to be the case. If I'm looking at my analytics, you guys seem to click on the shorter videos more often, but if you really like long, drawn-out budget videos, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so that was all of the bills. We're just going to go ahead then next with spending. We took all of our spending money out in cash, so we have just the one line item for $100. That was $40 for my, no, I'm sorry, that was $60 for my husband, $20 for me, $20 for Austin, for a total of $100. So that was easy peasy. Next up, we'll do grocery, which I highlight in this kind of golden-y color. We got quite a few grocery transactions. Food right now is just out of control between the eating out and the groceries. It's insane how much we're spending. You would think with as much as we ate out this week, we wouldn't need to spend a ton in groceries, but we definitely did. And I just realized I forgot to put Sam's Club down as its own category. This week, or this month when I did my budget, I had a separate line item for Sam's Club. Next month, I'm just going to combine Sam's Club and grocery into just one category. And I'm actually thinking about putting household back together with that as well, just to make it easy. You guys know I go back and forth between whether household should have its own line item or if I should just lump it in with groceries. It works either way, so that's kind of why I keep going back and forth on it. So on the 10th, we went to Dollar Tree and just picked up a couple little snacky items, and I took that out of our grocery budget. That was $6.10. Then we had a Walmart grocery order for $92.19, and I believe I have a grocery haul for that order. It was like $95 Walmart haul, if I'm not mistaken. I'll link it in a card above if you missed that. If you want to see what we purchased with that order. We went to Dollar Tree again for, I think I just grabbed a soda this day, so that was $2.60. We did another Walmart quick trip, and that was $72.44. Yeah, so many groceries. We were going through food like crazy, it seems like, but it's just because everything is so darn expensive right now. And then we also grabbed drinks at Murphy on the 14th. That came out of our grocery budget. And then we had one last grocery transaction for just a couple of things we couldn't get at Sam's Club, and that was $33.22. So yeah, $210.93 in groceries this week, which is insane. You would think, like I said, with all the eating out, our grocery bill would be less, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Like I said, we're just kind of in a stage of life right now where we're going through a lot of groceries. Austin is right towards the end of his track season, and he has been eating me out of house and home. Like, he's been working out so much and expending so much energy that he's just like going through so much food. All right, now the eating out. We had an interesting week with lots of stuff going on, different family members eating out at different places. So you're gonna see a couple of days here where it looks like we ate out multiple times, and that's because half the family ate at one place, half the family ate at another place. Like I said, it's just a busy stage of life. We've had a lot going on. So on the 10th, we did Taco Bell for $15.77, and I know for a fact we're going to be going to Taco Bell again this week because the Mexican pizzas are back, and we've been so looking forward to that. So be on the lookout for more eating out next week, even though I'm pretty sure we're already over our eating out budget for the month. It just is what it is. McDonald's for $13.60. Then we had dinner at a cafe for $28.55. And we had a meal at a cafe for $26.62. Let's see. We had McDonald's on the 15th for $24.88. And then we had Blue Sky, and that was $21.29. So, if I didn't miss anything, our eating out expenditures this week was $130.71. And if I'm not mistaken, we only budgeted $150 for the entire month. So, yeah, probably definitely going to be over in that category. It's so frustrating, but it is what it is. Alright, for gas, we did fill up my gas tank this week. And so I need to grab my little highlighter that I use for gas. I use this pink color for that. We went to Murphy, filled up our gas tank, and it cost us $52.01. Gas prices are another one of those things that just keep going up and up and up. But it is what it is. We can't control it, right? Alright. Next up, we have miscellaneous, which I did not pull out my highlighter for that. Where is my green highlighter? Okay, so my green highlighter seems to have disappeared. So I'm just going to use this brown one because that's what I have handy. For household, or for miscellaneous rather. So we had just a $10 expenditure for miscellaneous. That was for dance tickets for my son. His 8th grade dances this week, so that was $10. For household, what color do I do for household? I don't know. Oh, here, this bright orange color. We had a trip to Walmart. That orange is very similar to that gold, but that's okay, we're gonna make it work. So for household, we spent $53.66. That was just random things we needed around the house. We also bought some household things when we went to Sam's Club, but I didn't separate that out. We bought like paper towels and toilet paper and stuff. You would have seen that if you watched my Sam's Club haul. I didn't separate that out into a separate line item for household. I just kept it all as one Sam's Club trip. And I need a highlighter for that. What color have I not used? Let's just use this like neon yellow. We got a lot of yellow going on, but that's okay. I guess it looks more green, which is fine. So at Sam's Club, we spent $287.11. So yeah, we had a lot of spending, a lot of different transactions this week. That was everything we spent from our main accounts. We did do some spending in our sinking funds as well, but that's a whole nother enchilada. So let's figure out what the total is that we spent this week. It was so much. We're just hemorrhaging money lately. Tell me if you feel like that has been the case for you as well. Like, everything is so expensive. There's so much money going out. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like we're doing an extravagant amount of spending lately. Yeah, we spent $1,782.41 this week. Yikes, that is insane. Now, some of these transactions, like I said, technically could have been on next week's expense tracker, but in the end, it's all money being spent, so it doesn't really matter which week I track it in. Alright, so I'm going to take this expense tracker now that we've got it all filled out, and I'm going to put it off to the side so that I can fill in my monthly budget. So if you've never seen one of my videos before, this is my 2-page hybrid budget worksheet that I created for myself to be able to see a whole month's worth of budgeting on one 2-page spread. So there's a place here for all of our monthly transactions, so all the bills, our total grocery budget and eating out budget and all of that. And then I break our variable spending down by week here. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I'm going to get all of these highlighters that I've been using pushed off to the side. I have so many of those mild liners, and I just bought more, you guys. I'm obsessed. Okay, so our variable categories. And you know what? I'm actually going to pull this out too, so that I don't have to write against these discs. I have my worksheets put into a Happy Planner disc bound system. So these are Happy Planner discs. The cover that I use is from Happy Planner as well, but the worksheets are all my own worksheets that I sell in my Etsy shop. So if you see something you like, you can check out my Etsy shop, link down below, to get them for yourself. Okay, so let's just go ahead and write out these variable categories. So we have Sam's Club, grocery, eating out, household, gasoline, spending, and miscellaneous. So last week when we checked in, we got our remaining balances, so that'll be our starting balance today. We'll take what we spent from that balance, and that'll give us our remaining balance for the rest of the month. And even though we're only halfway through the month, I have a feeling we're going to be going through quite a lot of our budget. We may not have anything remaining for the rest of the month, and in that case, we'll just be over budget, which is the story of my life lately. So for Sam's Club, I just need to look back at my expense tracker and see what we spent, which was $287.11. So we started the month with a budget of $300, which you can actually see here, $300. And then obviously we didn't spend anything in week 1, but we spent $287.11 in week 2. We just go to Sam's Club once a month, so that will be all of our spending for Sam's Club for the month. So we came in under budget overall, which is exciting. We have $12.89 remaining, and that will most likely just roll over into one of our other categories to make up for the overspending that we inevitably do. So I can fill in our Sam's Club actual amount here if I want to. I'm actually just gonna wait. There's like 0 chance that we're gonna go back to Sam's Club before the end of the month, but just in case, I'm gonna leave that blank for now. We'll fill it in later. Okay, for groceries, this week we spent $210.93. The end of last week we had $371.01 remaining in our grocery budget. So we're going to take that $371.01, subtract $210.93, and we have a total of $160.08 remaining in our budget, and we still have 2 more weeks at least of grocery shopping trips, maybe even 3, depending on how it all like falls out. Usually we go shopping on Monday or Tuesday. I think there's still 3 Tuesdays left in the month. We'll kind of see. So if we divide that by 3, we got $53.36 a week remaining. That's clearly not enough with the price of groceries, but we do have a little bit of the Sam's Club money left over, that $12.89. We also have a ton of money left over in our household budget, so if we go a little bit over on groceries, a little bit under on household, that's fine. As long as we kind of come in under budget overall, I'm happy. I don't get too caught up in the semantics of which category it all kind of falls out of. But it's definitely gonna be tough to get through the rest of this month without going over budget. So we're just gonna have to kind of see how it goes. Maybe I did not set up a realistic budget for myself when I kind of sat down and wrote my grocery budget and my eating out budget. I don't know, we'll just have to see. So for eating out, as I said, we spent $130.71. And last time we checked in, we had $122.82 remaining. So yeah, we are definitely already in the negative. We're only halfway through the month, and I know for a fact we're going to eat out at least one more time. So we're going to be over budget overall in eating out, unfortunately. We have a negative $7.89 remaining. So yeah, I told you guys at the start of the month I was going to try really hard not to eat out. I only gave us $150 budget. You guys know there's definitely been months where we've spent $400 on eating out, so I just probably cut this too drastically. Live and learn. It is what it is. We'll see how the rest of the month shakes out. We'll just try to eat out as little as possible and try to keep this from going too far over budget. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, for household, we spent $53.66. Last time we checked in, we still had $138.89 left of our household budget. We spent that $53.66, which means we have $85.23 remaining in that budget. And I think for the most part, we're done buying household items. We have toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, trash bags, all of those things. We might just have to pick up like 1 or 2 little things, but for the most part, I think our household budget is likely going to come in under budget. And the big reason for that is because we did take some of those household items out of our Sam's Club budget. We just didn't buy quite as much food at Sam's Club this time. They didn't have as many really great deals. which is why some of our other, which is why our other grocery line item here, we've spent a little bit more, just because we didn't get as much at Sam's Club as we kind of thought we would. And that's why next month I'm going to combine Sam's Club and grocery and just have one grocery budget. And I'm likely going to put the household budget line item back in there as well, because we buy all our household items at Sam's Club or Walmart when we're doing our grocery shopping, and separating it out is a pain. Sorry, you guys. Let me go ahead and mute my phone so you don't have to hear my notifications. So, yeah. Overall, if you were to combine those three categories, it's not quite as bad. We're still doing okay. But, yeah, it is what it is. Okay. For gasoline, we spent a total of $52.01. And if I'm not mistaken, that was our first time filling up this week, or this month. So we had $250 in our budget. We spent $52.01. That means we still have $197.99 remaining, which is really nice because we're definitely going to need it. So that's gas. For spending, we just spent $100. That was our cash. We've been doing all our spending in cash. That's been working out pretty well for us. So we had $400. We spent another $100. That leaves us with $300. I think we'll be just fine there. And then for miscellaneous, I spent a total of $10. So we had $80 remaining in our miscellaneous. We spent $10. That means we have $70 remaining in that budget. So overall, it's not the end of the world. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not great, especially when it comes to that eating out budget, that grocery budget. Those are the items, the line items that I knew I was going to struggle with. So it's not like I'm sitting here surprised at all. But, yeah, we definitely are going to have to figure out our situation with groceries and eating out. I said at the beginning of the month that the ideal scenario would be to stop raising our grocery budget and just spend less, stop raising our eating out budget and just spend less, but clearly that's not the case. So with the prices of everything and just the stage of life that we're in, I maybe need to be more realistic about what I budget in those categories. So really quickly, let's get a total for how much I spent in variable spending, and then we'll talk about our monthly categories here really quick, and then I'll let you go. So we spent $287.11 plus $210.93 plus $130.71 plus $53.66 plus $52.01 plus $100 plus $10. We spent $844.42 in variable spending. You can see that's quite a bit more than we spent last week at $387.28. So it is what it is. And then for remaining, $12.89 plus $160.08 minus that $7.89 that we are over budget for groceries, or eating out rather, plus $85.23 plus $197.99 plus $300 plus $70. So we have $818.30 remaining in variable spending. That's got to get us through till the end of the month. So it might be pretty tight. We might be seeing some red over here in our monthly categories when everything is all said and done. We will just kind of have to wait and see. So for bills, I think when we last checked in, I had some of this filled in. As you saw in my expense tracker here, DTE came out at $193. The way I've been doing this actual column here is if I'm under budget, I write it in green. If I'm right on the money, I write it in black. And then if I'm over budget, I will write it in red or pink or you know, one of those tones. So far none of our categories have gone over budget, which is nice. DTE came in just as we expected. Michigan Gas came in just as we expected. Subaru came in just as we expected. Planet Fitness came in just as we expected. And YouTube Premium here came in just a penny under budget. So not much under budget, but we're under budget nonetheless. This week I expect these few bills to be coming out, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. And I will be back next week with another budget check-in. Hopefully we will spend significantly less this week. I don't anticipate us doing any like major grocery shopping trips. Don't quote me on that. You guys know. Seems like we always need something. We are going camping this weekend, so we might have to pick up a few things for at the campground, but I don't expect like a huge like $200 trip or anything like that. Eating out, we'll definitely be doing some eating out. We're going to get that Mexican pizza. I cannot wait for that. I don't anticipate any household spending, but we'll see. And gas, we are going to have to fill up soon, so probably some spending in that category. But hopefully my expense tracker next week will have significantly fewer transactions. We'll just have to wait and see. You'll have to come back next week and see how we did. How are you doing so far in May? Are you hemorrhaging money like I am? Is your grocery and eating out just out of control, or is it just me? Tell me I'm not alone. Although hopefully you guys are keeping it under control better than I am. Alright friends, that's it for today's video. I'm going to leave some videos up on the screen for you to check out if you want to keep on going down this budget rabbit hole. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. I'll be back tomorrow with my live stream at 6 Eastern time. Make sure that you come and hang out with me if you have any questions or you just want to chat. And I will see you guys then. Bye, friends.